Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. One team comes in off a victory, the other comes in off a defeat.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the rookie from Toledo, this is Kareem Hunt. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a third down. We're still in search of the first down after that last completion. Throwing on third down, Smith. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. To throw on second down is Smith. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Third and 2, Smith. Looking for Barnage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. After the interception, here's Taylor. Throws left side, complete to Brandon Marshall. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down, just 1 yard to go. Taylor. He's going to fire one deep over the... Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. He was looking for his big target, Brandon Marshall. That'll bring up second down. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. LaShawn McCoy with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Roger Lewis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. He's going to go, Albert Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds, but not before taking this deep into enemy territory down to the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Smith going to give this one to Hunt. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. They'll run again with Hunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
On 3rd down, it's Hunt. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And the kick by Butker is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses have we talked to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they've wanted to.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. They go play action here on first down. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
On second down, it's McCoy. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it's going to be third down and forever.
Ohio! 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 Here we go!
And the wideout in motion. Play action, now Taylor. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
To throw is Smith. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They do, however, have a tough third and long coming up. Here's Smith. They'll go screen here to Hunt. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a fourth down. On fourth down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. That's a strong running. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. While we have a minute, we remind you that later tonight we'll have a couple of NFC East rivals squaring off, the Eagles and the Cowboys from Big D.
Or Arlington. Got to make sure we get it right.
To be more precise there in the Metroplex. Then tomorrow night, Week 11, we'll wrap up with a playoff rematch from the divisional round a year ago, the Falcons and Seahawks, but this time from Seattle. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lewis. And all the way down to the 39. A big play there for the Giants. 42 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, Taylor. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Let's go.
To throw again is Taylor. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now Taylor. And Ingram holds it in. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Now McCoy, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. LaShawn McCoy with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Giants add on to their lead. And it's 21-3. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Back to throw, Smith. Caught, left side, it's Barnage. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's Smith now on second down. That'll go as a loss of 5. And just like that, it's third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Now Smith. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's taken to the 26. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Brand 38.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. What? London. Ohio. Flex round.
They'll go again to McCoy. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford. But first, this timeout. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Flex round. Let's go.
Play action, it's Taylor. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham Beckham, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move.
And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. 3rd and long, it's Smith. It's caught, left side, Bolden. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess.
LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. LaShawn McCoy on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants have got it on cruise control. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Again, it's McCoy. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, it's hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now they'll try and run the sweep to McCoy. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Brad Wing now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. The play clock's running down. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Throwing is Smith. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to go for it. It's Smith. And he finds Barnage. He's got it. And he will get the 1st down as he's up to the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Eric Armstead. Coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. On second down, here's Smith. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Despite some fast footwork, he still wrangled down shy of the 15. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
They go play action to Hunt. Now Smith. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded at the 33. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, you got 3. Let's go. 3 down.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
2nd down following the run.
Here we go.
Play clock winding down. Taylor with a give to McCoy. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Okay, we got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
Here's Brad Wing now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And now here comes Kansas City. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. third down. Smith going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Smith with a give to Hunt. He'll get 3 up to midfield. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Smith to the right side. It's Kelsey. And he's brought down. The Kansas City first. Smith finding his fellow Pro Bowler Kelsey.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Back to the air. Smith on 2nd down. And Nelson's got it here right side. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Again, Smith. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cole. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. They go play action here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
To the air again, Smith. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Forced out to his left. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Even after more than a decade in the league, Smith still one to account for with his legs as he picks up a 1st. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Double tight, guys, double tight. We got 3.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll try and get it in with Sherman, the fullback. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Anthony Sherman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll start the drive here with an end around. Look at the spin. Balance. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now Taylor going to hand this one off to McCoy. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
10 yards still left on second down. This give is to McCoy. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. That second down run a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
The Giants on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Giants, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else in their sanity, as they move to 4 and 6. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2 and 8 now on the year. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.